All right, that was Stephon Diggs, though.
I love it.
McDaniels.
Love it. Love it. A receiver talking about, man, I got 2 to 3 seconds to get open. I got to find a contour of the defense. I'm already looking when I'm breaking the huddle. Like, other guys just like, Jalen Polk, like, I just got to line up over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right foot back, hands down, look into the quarterback. Okay, oh, what's my route? No, dude, give me the alpha. Give me alphas all day. Like, that's an alpha. I like it. And I was wrong yesterday. Somehow I thought that this workout that they all did was in Tampa. It was not the case. It was in Drake's hometown, I guess, at his high school field. Then they had fun on the jet ski.
The jet ski, saw the jet ski video, yeah.
But that there, because I didn't know who set it up. I said it could have been Dobbs, could have been anybody. But I was hoping it was Drake. That means it was Drake that set it up then. So I was wrong on that. I said Tampa. I read it somewhere that they were in Tampa. I think it's because a lot of guys go to Tampa. Like, that's an area there. They do all their training.
Yeah. So, with the transition to the McDaniels offense for Diggs, I always have PTSD to Joey Galloway, Chad Ochocinco, not being able to kind of figure it out. Should we have concerns when it comes to Diggs and the transition to the McDaniels?
That was Dayball. Same offense. Brian Dayball runs the same offense. Actually tweaks it more, a little more exotic, so to speak. And he was a high productive guy with that. Guys that are good receivers pick it up. They're naturals. They just do it. It's like Randy. When the Bill tells the story, like, hey, we traded for Randy that day. We got to get in here by noon, get it done the next day. So Randy came in, we touched the forehead, cleared the physical. Yeah, you're good. And he said, Randy said, give me the playbook. And Bill said, what? He said, give me the playbook. He said, I can't go out there on the field without knowing what I'm doing to get on the field with Brady. Like, those guys get it. Diva, high production guys, dogs, alphas. I'm excited for it. I'm excited about the progress of the knee and how good it has looked over the course of the last couple months, which tells me he's going to be ready to go week 1. He's going to start on PUP, I would assume, for August. Don't play in the preseason and get cleared week 1. So,
I'm incredibly excited. I think this team, the McDaniels thing, I've overlooked a little bit, and it's my own fault, but I almost forget that he's in the mix. I just feel like based on Mike Vrabel and what they've got coming in this year, we're in store for very entertaining fall. I have a different take on the receivers. I've kind of been on this hill with the weapons, and I think they're really overlooked, and I think that this is the time to prove that they're really overlooked, and we can get into that in the next segment. But yeah, I don't know about Diggs though. I'm not as high on Diggs. I don't think he's going to be Joey Galloway, or those guys. But I don't think he's going to be the best receiver on the Patriots this year.
Oh,
no,
Dondero.
I don't think he's going to be the best receiver on the
You're
Patriots.
a big Javon Baker guy.
I don't think he's going to make
the pick wasn't there.
I think he's going to make it.
But optimism.
No.
Who do you got? What's the take here? I like it.
You're going with Bourne, aren't you?
No. I love Pop Douglas. I think he's going to be good. And I think when he gets the ball, good things happen. I didn't understand what happened last year. Maybe you know things I don't know.
I don't.
I like that guy, and I like to think, I don't know anything, I like to think that Josh McDaniels and the things he's done with the slot receiver over the years is going to allow this player to flourish if you combine that with what Drake Maye hopefully develops into in year 2. I love that receiver. I think that would be the best case scenario for the Patriots if he emerges. I still think Diggs will be productive. But if Pop Douglas can emerge as a real threat, one of what they've seen from slot receivers in the past, then we're talking, and I think he's going to be the best receiver on the Patriots this year.
See, I think Pop last year got caught up in the lack of spacing, the lack of coaching. Josh's structure to the offense and the spacing, it's going to be so precise. Like, I need you here at 3.5. Do not go inside the numbers. You're going to sit and stay there. There were so many times last year where I saw 4 guys in about a 3-yard area. And it was frustrating to watch because that's how the quarterback gets in trouble. Like, why is Hunter Henry running down the middle, running into Austin Hooper, and then here comes Polk on a dig cut, runs right into him? Like, that should never happen, ever. Josh is going to be very precise, and I think that's going to benefit Pop too. And the best thing about Josh is when you have a guy like a Gronk, like a Edelman, like a Welker or Randy, those guys set coverage. So he's going to have that piece in Diggs. So if I want to play this little game on the backside here where we're going to go twins, and I want to get the ball to my ex, I'm going to put Diggs over here and motion him away to where now I know I'm going to roll coverage. I'm going to get the safety to move over. And now I can kind of, just take what they're giving me. And I think the emergence of a third down back is going to help them a lot. You're going to get a James White type back, and that's good.
In Henderson.
Big time.
Yes,
big
time. Yep.
Are you buying what Dondero's selling here when it comes to Pop Douglas emerging? I will say this. They're not the most explosive set of receivers that we've seen over the last couple of years, but when we've been down there for camps, though, he is the one guy that stands out when you watch those practices.
And even go back to the game against the Chargers. Where they did nothing. That game was awful, but he was the one that made a couple of the plays that actually, produced something. I
said it about a month ago as we were talking receivers. I said, Pop's going to do something. It's time to get off the pot. Like, it's time. It's time we got to see something from him. And, hopefully he's bought in with this offense and he understands it with Josh. And it seems like he's working his ass off, so that's good. It's all good.
Bill Barnwell over at ESPN.com ranking the positional groups across the NFL, starting right now with skill position, wide receiver, tight end, running back groups for 2025. Where do you think the Pats are going to check in on this list, first of all?
About 26.
Yeah. So 32nd, dead last, Titans. 31st, Carolina Panthers. Checking in at number 30, your New England Patriots. He writes, do you believe in Stephon Diggs? ESPN's receiver score does, with the tracking metric placing the then Texans wideout third among all wideouts before he tore his ACL midseason. I do think when it comes to Diggs, Dondero, and I know you're not as high on him as some people are, the second half of his final year in Buffalo, certainly it felt like maybe not the same player, but he was ultra productive there in Houston with the Texans there before the knee. So we'll see what it winds up looking like, but I just think having a weapon like that can be as productive for you is a huge, huge win for an offense that has not had anything close to a number one receiver here in years.
Just to be clear, it's not like I'm down on. I don't think Diggs is going to come here and suck.
Yeah.
I'm that high on Douglas. I think he's going to explode onto the scene. I think Diggs is going to be productive. I just think Douglas is going to be better, and I don't like where they are on this list. I can tell you that right now.
He continues, there isn't really a plan B for the lead receiver without Diggs in the mix. Matt Collins and Pop Douglas are complementary players. Rookie third-rounder Kyle Williams will offer some much-needed speed, but he's not entering the league as a complete receiver who can win at all levels. Jalen Polk, a second-round pick last year, had an unbelievably bad rookie season, averaging just 0.4 yards per run. That figure ranks 147th out of 153 wide receivers taken with a first or second round pick since 2007. Just about everybody else at the bottom of that list failed to turn things around and live up to their pre-draft projection. You think there's any hope for Jalen Polk?
I mean, there's always hope because you're a second round pick. I mean, Tyquan freaking Thornton was here for 4 years. Okay. And I think Polk's a better player than Thornton. Those guys have second lives. Like, you invest in a pick, you're going to get more shots than other guys should. I don't know how he makes it the team stacked up against what he has. I think Bourne's here.
Yeah.
Matt Collins is going to be here.
Yep.
We already talked about Diggs. You already mentioned Douglas. They're at 4 right there. Kyle Williams.
Yep.
That's 5.
That's 5.
Who would you keep around, Zoe? Booty?
Efton Chisholm might beat him out.
Yeah.
What about Booty? I'd take Booty.
Or Polk?
I'd take Booty. I'd take Booty.
But
10 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
He's a gamer. He catches the ball. He competes. He knows how to line up. He ain't perfect, but he gives you something. I need guys that give you something. I think it's going to be tough for Polk to make it. I do. And think about it.
Second round pick after 1 year.
And if Diggs starts on Pup, like, he's going to get a ton of snaps and joints and games and that. Like, I mean, we did the tweets from OTAs and minicamp. He didn't even catch or target. Correct me if I'm wrong, right?
No, I think you're right. Yeah.
Like 3 days.
Yeah. They said he was dealing with a shoulder thing, but still. I also think, second round pick in just a year, and yes, but doesn't the Vrabel situation and this sort of being just a new operation, and I know Elliott Wolf is still here, doesn't that sort of change the mix as well and make it a little easier to move on from a second round pick? now that you've got sort of this new thing, a new operation in town?
I think it works both ways. It makes it easier to move on.
Yep.
If need be, but it also wipes the deck clean because he wasn't here.
Yeah, so you
to
get a
benefit the player.
legit opportunity. Yeah.
So it works both ways.
Yeah. They continue. Running back Ramondre Stevenson has struggled with efficiency in a lead role over the past 2 seasons. You can understand that amid dismal offensive line play, but he also fumbled a whopping 7 times on 240 touches last season, a figure the Patriots can't afford to live with again. Rookie second-rounder Trevion Henderson might not have the size to absorb a full-time workload as the starter, but barring a resurgence from Stevenson, he should be able to take over as the lead back in New England's rotation as the season goes along. What do you make of the running back situation right now, Zo?
I'm watching Stevenson. Like I'm gonna watch him all camp to see did he get a little burst back, because I think when he's right and he's fed the ball, he gets better as the game goes on. I've seen it. I've called games with him. Something was off. Something was off last year. Whether the head wasn't in it or it was the body not feeling right. And maybe drafting this kid gives him a little kick in the ass. But I do think 17 game schedule, you're going to need multiple backs. Like, you need guys. And Gibson ran hard. I think Gibson's a hard runner. They're pretty good at the backs. They're okay. I have no problems with the backs.
Couldn't agree more. It's what do you get out of Ramondre Stevenson is a huge question. And he just, like you said,
I don't know. Yeah.
He didn't look the same last year.
No.
It was different last year. If you could get what he was when I thought he was at one point bordering on maybe a top 10 running back in the NFL. Yeah. If you could get closer to that, and then you get a guy like Trevion Henderson who comes in, and I would be shocked, not surprised, shocked if he's not a contributor on this team. I like, and then Gibson, I like what they have there. Is it the best, most dynamic thing? No. But based on what they need and this new offensive line, I like what they have there.
There's a style that Ramondre runs with. Like, when he gets the daylight, he looks for contact. The ability to hit and spin and continue to get yards and lower that boom. That wears teams down. I wonder if, Josh being here is going to help him, getting back to that old offense. I mean, Damian Harris thrived under it.
Yeah, no, it's true. That was the 1 year in 2021 where he looked the part. Ranked 30th. Dondero, you're not happy with that ranking?
No, I think, first of all, why do the Patriots have a worse group of weapons than the Buffalo Bills? Who's on the Buffalo Bills? They have the quarterback, I get that. But who's on the Khalil Shakir?
I was going to say
Keon
Khalil
Coleman?
Shakir.
What are you talking about?
McKenzie kid, right? Second rounder?
James Cook.
Cook's good.
Yeah.
Cook's good. Okay, I just don't.
2 good tight ends. Really good tight ends.
Tight ends have been productive. Hunter Henry's been consistent.
Yeah, but they're not these 2. Those 2 tight ends I have are pretty damn good.
Okay. I thought last year the Patriots had better weapons than the Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah,
you don't like that?
Wait, last year you thought the Patriots had more weapons?
Who was on the Chiefs?
Nobody.
Isaiah, what's his name? The Xavier Worthy.
Tight end was Chunk.
Tight end, yeah. They're just. I think they have what it takes if the coaching is there to be better than people think. And I've been waiting for it. It certainly didn't happen last year. It's going to happen. At some point, it's going to happen. The offense is going to be better than people think. And all of a sudden, the weapons are going to look better than a lot of people are predicting.
You're one of the few that are up on the receiver group. You don't hear that a lot.
No, I think they're going to. They have the potential if the coaching is there to be better than they've been.
I'm just pulling up last year's roster real quick because, well, I'm very high on the Patriots coming into this year, Dondero. I have them at 11 wins. What do you have them at?
14, I think you said.
Me? Yeah. No, I mean, I had them probably, I think it was the last time I did it, 10 wins.
10 wins.
At least it was double-digit wins.
I got them 9.
He's got them at 9. I have them at 11. The receiving leaders, hold on, we're on about 2G right here. You had Hunter Henry, Pop Douglas, Kayshon Boutte last year. Boutte. While I want to go there saying that the Chiefs did not have as good of weapons as the Patriots
Well, you
last
remember,
year,
Rice was down.
Yeah.
So Rice was hurt.
Worthy.
Guys hurt.
Travis Kelce. Not the same player, I understand.
Kareem Hunt.
You factor Pacheco
good. I mean, he's all right.
Pacheco and Worthy are pretty good. Like, Kelce was terrible last year. I thought he was dead. I thought he was done. Supposedly
certainly
he's-
don't blow you away.
Yeah.
The quarterback does. Here's the other thing, and nobody wants
Well,
to
doesn't
talk
that
about
kind of go to the Bills' perspective too,
Yeah.
right? With the Josh Allen stuff, yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, we
sorry.
can get into the weeds. I'm just saying the other thing that we're not. It's not on the run now. Whatever. I'm just saying, if Drake Maye is going to be the quarterback that everybody's hoping, it's going to happen fast. It has to happen fast.
Yeah.
Okay. Developmental time is over. You better use the preseason as the developmental time. By the time your year 2 regular season starts, you better be balling. And I don't want to put all that. You hate to put all that pressure on him, but that's the reality. You've got.
There's a lot of pressure on him this
There's
year.
pressure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You've got the coaching.
Do you still have the receiver numbers up?
Yeah.
Or rankings?
Go ahead.
I'm interested in the division. Like, give me where Miami sits in at.
All right.
They pay a ton for the receivers. Type 2 and needs it.
So you got the Bills coming in at 28.
Okay.
The Jets at 27th. I would have thought that
That's
they were
pretty
higher,
low for them.
right? We
Yeah.
talk about Garrett Wilson and the running backs and
Yeah.
stuff that they have there as well.
Okay, so where's
We're
Miami?
scrolling.
Miami's got to be top 10.
I would think so, right?
Yeah.
With those receivers.
But like New Orleans at 24, Chris Olave, Brandon Cooks, Alvin Kamara. Those if this
Olave's
was
a guy
4
that's got
years
the
ago,
head
maybe.
thing. Like you were talking about trades for him.
Yeah. Dolphins check in at 10th
Yeah.
on this list. Falcons are 9th. Ravens are 8th. Bucks are
How are
7th.
they 8th?
I'm kind of with you on that one.
You know what I mean? Like, and they never get over the hump because the offense doesn't allow them to do it. Like, why do you need those receivers?
Right.
Well, they have the tight ends. They have the 3 tight ends.
Yeah. Vikings 6th. Rams with Devontae Adams now checking at 5. 49ers are 4th. Bengals 3rd.
I'm telling you what, Rams are going to make some noise this year.
Yeah.
It's typical McVay. You know, they went deeper than they should have a year ago. They made the right decision bringing Stafford back. You got Devontae Adams. He seems like he's rejuvenated out there. You know, Puka, he's freaking
stud.
good. They've got edge guys. You know, they sort of retooled the defense. They're going to be well coached. I think San Francisco is going to be down. You know, obviously Arizona, I can see the Rams winning that division out there. I can. Who else in the West? Seattle, right? Yeah.
Seattle, yep.
Yeah, I get the Rams. I get the Rams winning that division.
Lions check in at number 2, and the Philadelphia Eagles are the number 1
Oh, they just
ranked
reload.
team on
Howie
this list.
Roseman.
Yeah,
Howie Roseman. What a
absolutely
gem.
loaded.